Welcome to our 5 on 5. Pleased to be joined by the owner and president of KOBI-TV NBC5 and KOTI-TV NBC2, Patsy Smullin. Thank you for coming. Good to see you.
My pleasure.
My aunt, by the way, not my mother, as many people assume. So KOTI is celebrating 60 years today. Congratulations. What's been unique about serving the Klamath Basin?
Many things. My dad put KOTI on the air in 1956. And it was a really close relationship with what is now called Oregon Tech. And at that time, it was OTI. And so the station went on the campus. That's where it was for a long time. And that's why we named the station KOTI. Later, OTI changed to OIT, which confused everything, and we couldn't make the change FCC-wise, and so unfortunately that's where we became different than the school. But it was a very close relationship with the school, still is. We're not on that campus. We're the only full-service television station in the area, and very pleased to still be there. But as far as what's really unique about Klamath, I think one of the main things that we learned over the years, and certainly my dad told me about, was when Klamath decides to do something, they do it like no other. They commit. For many, many years, it was the highest per capita in terms of United Way giving. Whatever the community decides, they get it done, regardless of the obstacles. Look at Kingsley. Look at Oregon Tech. So much happens there for the good of the community that community just takes on and does.
I had no idea about Oregon Tech. No clue. Okay, so what vision did your father, William B. Smullin, have for KOTI?
Well, he had a lot of hopes and dreams for Klamath, many of which have come true, many haven't. For the community itself, he loved the area, and he wanted for that area to have a television station with free over-the-air broadcasting. And that's still the commitment, and that's why the Olympics right now, and so that people can have it for free.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with the owner and president of KOBI-TV NBC5 and KOTI-TV NBC2, Patsy Smullin. Long title. Thanks for being here. So I heard a story this week, because we're, of course, talking about today being our 60th in KOTI in Klamath Falls. Heard a story this week that decades ago, the station actually invited people to come down to downtown Klamath Falls to shop, and they could drop their kids off at the station, and they would have ice cream and get to watch cartoons. Is that actually true?
I believe so. I trust the people who tell me that. I wasn't personally there. I did hear about it. We've had wonderful managers at KOTI over the years, and I think that story came from Don Stonehill, who still lives in Klamath, and it's the kind of thing that was done frequently.
Yeah, and I left out the best part, forgive me, hundreds showed up. Yes. and they were open late into the evening because they weren't sure if parents were coming back to pick up their kids. Hundreds.
Which is exactly why it's not happening today. But it was a great idea, and those are the kinds of things that happened often. The kids show and the Aunt Polly show. Kids show was started by Uncle Bill by my dad and Aunt Polly by my mom. And those are just the kind of things that you can do in small markets that a lot of I wish we could still be doing. That one definitely wouldn't work today.
Sure, people would appreciate it, though, just saying.
Absolutely.
Right. So what do you see as the future for KOTI?
I see the future as continuing to respond to whatever the viewers want. That's how we've stayed in business. I see the future as a continuing commitment to localism and what's going on in the Klamath Basin, and that's why we want viewers to continually phone, text, email, and let us know. The news commitment continues. We're the only ones, as I said, to have a full-service TV station in Klamath. I know Lyle's commitment as head of news for KOTI is as strong as ever. So is ours, and it's a continuing commitment to localism, responding to everything the viewers want, and of course, maintaining a very high-tech and responsive environment.
Happy birthday to KOTI.
Happy birthday, KOTI.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.